Hey guys, what advice do you wish you would have received before you learned to kite surf? For many of you, I imagine those painful memories of bad water starts or self-rescue struggles have been replaced with much more enjoyable memories since then. We figured, why not ask beginners for advice? Here's what they had to say.
Hey, my name is Tom. I'm a beginner, and I'm going to give you tips on becoming a beginner. And I'll tell you, one of the first things is getting in shape. Because if you're not in shape, you're going to be hurting.
Start when you're younger than I am, because you get dragged around a lot and it's tiring, but it's also so much fun, and I'm really glad that I gave it a try.
Take lessons, learn the fundamental skills really well.
Definitely say it's worth taking a lesson so you can get over that curve of a steep learning curve of controlling the kite and the things you don't want to do, the dangerous things.
Without lessons, I don't think you can do this. You'd be challenged.
Good advice, use a big board, practice a lot, and don't give up. When you crash, when you have difficulties, when things don't work your way, just think that one day they will work.
Don't be afraid to fall and fail.
Go out there and make mistakes. Don't afraid to make mistakes, but learn from your mistakes. Don't learn from somebody else's mistake, learn from your own mistakes, because that sticks the most.
Know your basics. So things like the wind window, things like where are you setting up your kite, which way the wind is going, etc. And body dragging will really save your life.
Body dragging, that's very important. So if you get caught downwind, you can make your way back up, or if you lose your board or something.
Practice the safety mechanism of the sport so you feel confident that when you're out there and you get into trouble, that you know what to do with releasing the safety, if the kite inverts, or if the lines get tangled, and what to do in that aspect so you don't lose your kite.
Don't panic, just slowly move the kite and don't yank on it. Kite does everything you tell the kite to do. So if you steer too much to the right, the kite will go to the right and might even loop. If you steer too much to the left, it will do the same thing on the left side. So don't panic, take your time and slowly control the kite.
Check your kit. So I'm trying to be careful, but you really need to make sure you got things right before you set out, because if you're out there and you haven't got things set up correctly, you got a bit of a problem.
I walk my lines 2 times or even 3 times, and I check my safety equipment in a case if anything goes wrong.
One of the largest things is always remembering to keep your bar out, because instinctively from the beginning you sort of pull your bar into yourself.
You have to get used to the bar, right? Like controlling the bar to the point where you don't even have to look, you can feel it, right? So common mistake, especially in stress moments, right? People do is like when you start churning, you're controlling the bar, like instead of pulling it, like people churn it, right? So that's like a very first beginner's mistake.
Once you're going along and you end up going downwind, you want to look to where you're going to end up going upwind. That's something that made a difference for me anyway.
Resisting too much, right? Sometimes you have to let your board sort of go and slide it downwind a little, pick up the speed. You cannot keep it upwind if you're going too slow, right? But don't go too fast too. So you have to find that perfect spot, a good point when you can actually edge it, just lean it back and let it take you up, right? But to make sure you have enough speed for it. You're gonna feel it later, right?
When you go out there in the water, you have to have a right mindset. You can go in the water thinking that you can do something. If you think that way, you will not do it. You need to believe in yourself, go there, send it like a champion, and practice all those jumps, tricks, riding upwind, downwind. You will fall, you will crash, but get up and do it again over and over, and you will succeed at the end.
No, just have fun. It is so much fun. Find a good group of people. I'm down here in Hatteras with just a fantastic group. And even when you're being thrashed around all day and you're tired and knackered and you come in and there's good people to have a beer with, it's a fantastic way of having fun.
Make sure you're in a group, taking advice and buying the kites and having a buddy around or something like that.
And you know what? It's all about having fun.